Hey guys, welcome to No Items, a weekly podcast by Team Solidarity.
What's up?
This is Artie,
This is M2.
and we're gonna move. One sec.
Yeah, this is what. Yeah,
We expected this.
I knew it.
M2 said this to me right before we started. We're probably gonna have to move a little bit. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. This week's
What's
podcast
up?
topic is going to be
Port
3.
3.
Port Priority 3 is the tournament located in Seattle, Washington. It is the Pacific Northwest Major, honestly, at this point. It's a regional tournament that frequently flies in players from out of region. This port's region that we're getting people from is Tri-State, and as such, this is probably the most stacked port.
They get more stacked every year. So every half year, I guess.
Every
iteration.
Yeah.
We got
Port hype.
Port
We're
hype.
gonna
The
head
port
up.
Hype is real.
We're gonna head up after this podcast is done. We're gonna get together with the rest of the carpool, drive all the way up to Seattle, attend the Orbitar, which is the local that's gonna be happening the day before Port. That's tonight.
Yep.
And then we're gonna catch a hotel. We can get some good rest, and then go in for the tournament the following day. It's gonna be it's gonna be super fun. I mean, I'm really excited.
Super fun weekend ahead.
Absolutely.
So, but before we get started a little bit, how was your week, my guy?
My week's been pretty great. So last week I talked about all the different school stuff I'm doing, and so yesterday we did 4 run-through of 2 different short 10-minute plays.
Oh, nice.
And it was a lot of fun. I did audio 4 times, so I was the audio guy. Basically, I used a mixer, some other one that I have, but much bigger. And I also ran the intercoms for everybody that was working. And this is just a lot of good experience for working in streaming and in the field that I'm getting in that class. So it's really exciting for me, but it's also just a lot of fun. And so other than that, I had a friend come in from Alabama who I haven't seen in quite a while. It's been in a year or something. So we were able to hang out. We played a bunch of Third Strike yesterday. We played some Dragon Ball Fighters.
Wait, so when did he show up, you said?
So he came in on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
And we hung out all day on Wednesday, all day on Thursday, and then today morning.
Okay, cool. Y'all had a couple of days then. Okay, cool. I didn't know when he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up. Yeah. He showed up on Tuesday night, and then we hung out Wednesday.
Oh, dope.
As a side effect, I've been waking up earlier so we can hang out more.
Yeah.
So I've been. I was yesterday. I was I was dead ass tired.
I respect that.
And so I got 8 hours of sleep, but only because I went to bed at I went to bed at midnight, and previously I had been not doing that.
Yeah, you've been probably going to bed a whole lot later.
Yeah. So I woke up this morning at 8:30 with actually 8 hours of sleep, which is the first time I've done that in for a week, because I've been working on school and I've been hanging out with this guy. So
that's great.
Not a lot of rest, but a lot of fun.
Let's go.
And that's been my week so far. Other than that, it's just been just chilling. I haven't really done any work on any streams. I haven't worked on any content for the page. It's been a week of other things, preparing for other events rather than really going in on ones that we're already working on.
Yeah.
How was your week, man? You got sick.
It's been good. Yeah, I got sick a couple days ago.
That timing though.
But yeah, it's not the best. But I've been working. I've been working on getting ready for Port. I've been grinding. Been getting all those practice hours in.
Yeah, I saw you putting up that late night
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely needed, but I was dying inside while it was happening. so I didn't get much sleep during those couple of days. But then I spent all day yesterday just resting, watching some VODs, but recovering a lot. Drinking a lot of I'm drinking Gatorade infused, I can't see it, with Airborne, so a ton of vitamin C, different herbs and stuff to help me like blitz through this cold.
Hopefully you're able to just kind of knock it out.
I feel a lot better now, and I really think I'll be fine by port.
That's good.
But yeah, no, it's been great. Just really my week has been very port focused.
Leading up to the regional, it's always a good idea to
just to really get your mind focused on that. Make sure you're brushing up on all of the tech skill and all of the neutral.
In my experience, you don't even need to like focus on the fact that it's happening as much as you just need to like direct your attention towards the short-term improvement stuff rather than the long-term for a little bit, and that like kind of helps you get ready for that tournament play like at your peak for where you're at.
You don't want to overthink it, but at the same time you want to brush up on things that you know you need to be thinking about. So that's really been my week. But moving on to the topic of port, I think that was a decent segue. A lot of big names. We're talking about like the tri-state situation called the Tri-State Throwdown. It's the subtitle of the tournament on May 5th. Tomorrow, and features players like DeBuzz, 6th best in the world.
Absolutely.
Anti, who I think is the 20th best, if I'm not mistaken.
He's number 20.
Yeah, he's 20, yeah. I remember him when he got that PGR spot. He was just like, finally won now, boys. Expletive, blah, blah, blah. I am number 20 right now. And E-Sam was
top 20.
Hella sad about that.
He's 21. Yep.
But yeah, so you've got The Buzz, Anti, you got Mr. E, who I'm pretty sure is also PGR. You got Vinny, and then some other names that are good but not necessarily PGR. John Numbers, Stroder. Number 3 in New Jersey by the name, I believe he's called Jackal. I don't think it's Jackal. I think it's Jackal. He's a band out of Maine.
Sure.
Very good. I don't know how to say their crew name, but the HO3K guys. I don't know. It was a House of 3000.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me that's what that was. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what that. Yeah, no. Like I was like, wait a minute. New York. Why is there 3K? Because the first thought in my head was 3000. I was like, oh, duh. I just never like said that in my head mentally, you know.
Well, there we go.
I just saw that and I was like, Anyway, Ralphie, by the way,
we got it.
Ralphie, really good cloud. He did work actually, at least in doubles. I don't know how he did in singles, but at Glitch 4 recently, him and Justy did work, dude. They beat Mekos and Vinny, and I don't know. They scared. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know if they scared him, but they gave Tweak and Cosmos a little run for their money for a little bit, but
enough of a run for the money.
Tweak and Cosmos kind of clean stuff up. But anyway, and then we got the local boys that are also good. We can't forget about them, like Conga.
Lots of BC representation in this one.
Yeah, Captain L, the usual.
Well, we've got L, we've got Big D, but then we've also got some people that don't always come down.
Yeah,
obviously we've also got Zach.
You got Zach. Yeah.
But there's. I don't know. It's just like this one definitely like we've got everybody from Port 2 plus like some extras
and then some. That's what happens when you get a bunch of people from New York. Also 6WX, by the way, too. From where's the 6WX from? I'm tripping.
I don't remember.
Is he tri-state? I'm assuming he's tri-state. Yeah. I'm assuming he's tri-state.
There's that one. There's one PR somewhere that's got like 4 Sonics on it. Which one is that? Is that in Tri-State?
That's maybe no.
It's got like 4 Sonics on it.
I don't know. It's
got 3 PR Sonics and then Wrath or something. I saw.
Wrath is from Georgia.
Yeah,
so maybe there.
Maybe
there's Sonito. Sonito is also Georgia too. So that might be it. Because that's at least 2. That's
there's a guy from Philly as well, who's coming.
Oh yeah,
Juice.
Oh, the boy Juice. Juice is good. Juice is also good. What?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So this tournament's looking really stacked.
That's stacked, man. I'm excited, dude. This is gonna be an amazing experience, regardless of It's an amazing experience, regardless of how well each of us does. Like,
absolutely.
Honestly, like, I'm excited to just do well. Honestly, I don't even feel much pressure.
Nah.
Also, excuse me, guys, if I cough or sniffle a little
The
bit.
pressure,
I'm a
like,
little
that's
sick.
there is, like, it's there, but to me, it's more of like this tournament's gonna be like more of a celebration of the game than
Yeah.
it's gonna be, obviously it's a competition, it's a tournament. There's
Mhm.
people are fighting for money, but for me, it's like
Yeah.
the fact that this game still gets these numbers, even though like Switch is getting out.
Yeah.
Especially like in this regional, which like the people have been working their ass off to get this working.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it's nice.
It is nice.
It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Makes
no,
me smile,
it's really good. Puts a smile on your face.
It does.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Yeah. So Port 3 is happening tomorrow. You can catch that at Satellite Smash.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a side stream.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Glitter is Gold.
Glitter
Gaming.
is Gold Gaming. Yeah.
The ones running that. Yeah.
Plus, there's also going to be like a bunch of photography this time around. I think that wasn't there last time. There's like an official
rightly
photographer.
So. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Whew. Man, there's some Wii Sports in here. Man.
Yeah,
man,
Wii
man,
Sports in here.
Man, Gyro.
Not only
that.
University of Washington's got like a documentary crew or something.
Yeah. Like
That's
if
gonna be
I
walking
were
around.
Scott, dude, if I were Gyromite at this point, like I couldn't help but have a smile on my face.
Yeah, no, this is
Like,
perfect.
I'm sure he's like really pressured right
It's
now.
really-
I'd imagine, but
it's-
just
well, I
he's
mean-
making sure everything is like running tip top. You know what I mean? It's
There's
the
that
eve of,
scramble
and
right before the tournament, but
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, you got to be proud, right?
You gotta be, man. That's good. Him, Serona,
Mhm.
JC running the streams and stuff.
Absolutely.
Man. Like it's good stuff, man. Every time we bring up Washington scene when they're doing a tournament, we don't fail to like shout them out. But honestly, each time, it's due. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's,
absolutely.
It's
I'm going to be
Yeah.
helping a little bit with the Port 3 stream. I'm bringing up
What's
some
going on?
equipment. The audio that you're actually hearing right now is going to be brought. All the equipment is going to be brought up, so we're going to be using my stuff. This is going to be probably the main stream. Beyond that, I'm also going to be bringing a capture card. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get the 4K camera working for the crowd shots and stuff.
Oh my god!
The stream is looking real
crisp.
real nice. Last time we had a couple problems. We weren't able to output audio to the crowd.
Oh yeah, that happened at some point after, I don't know, like maybe halfway or
and
2/3 of the way.
we
through.
also were having trouble with there were some graphical errors that were going on
Oh really? I didn't. Even notice
in
that.
top 8
Ooh.
that we fixed pretty quickly, but I think this time we're a lot more prepared than we were last time. It seems like it to me, at least.
Mhm.
The level of preparation that's been kind of like broadcast to me in like the streaming chat and stuff
Mhm.
has been reassuring,
Leveled up.
at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what happens, man.
Yeah,
You make
absolutely.
mistakes and you grow, you live, you learn, and
Well, and
you
it's
do
looking
better.
like we've done all that
That's good.
and more. It's looking like it's gonna be a great tournament,
Ooh.
a great stream as well. Beyond the stream, Western Washington has also been like kind of like the leader in terms of like running tournaments recently as well.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
this is like, I think this tournament, I have a feeling that Port 4 is going to happen, right? I feel like this, like for Smash 4, I feel like Port 4 is going to happen.
You think it's gonna happen before Smash 5 comes through?
Yeah, I feel like if we can get one in like October or something,
Usually they happen in November when they're not in May. So that's the.
if we can get one in November or like October, like around there,
I think it'll happen.
like mid-fall, right? I think that'll be like the last big tournament for Smash 4
in the PNW.
in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, there's also Don't Park on the Grass too. That is gonna happen.
Do you think that'll happen?
If it happens in December,
That'll
very iffy.
probably then Smash Switch will be
Smash
released,
Switch,
right?
Probably Smash Switch, which will be really interesting in terms of figuring out seating. But anyway, that's a different topic. But
Yeah. I guess you just have to do Smash 4 because like
maybe, I don't know. I know I talked to Fed about this a while
that's
back.
really rough. Actually, how would you do that?
I talked to Fed about this, and he said when I asked him like, how did Dojo do this when Smash 4 came out? Because obviously, Brawl had been established, and
Yeah.
the PR for them had been, and he said they randomized it. And what ended up happening was like Vivif took the game anyway, took the tournament, and
Sure.
then he kind of just established himself at the time as
Yeah.
number one there. So, yeah.
It's definitely a time for experimentation when a new game comes out.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if we just randomize the seeds for the first couple tournaments, figure out who's winning,
Such
who's
a
doing
big
well.
tournament too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, right.
what they may do is like ask the different scenes to just do a randomized tourney,
Mm-hmm.
and then use the results from that, and then jumble that, and then randomize like the certain transitional points, if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
between scenes, like if when they have like the number one of one state meet the number one of another state, just kind of go off of history a little bit from the previous games, kind of just random. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Sure.
I'm throwing ideas out,
Yeah.
but it'd be a really interesting situation. But anyway, we probably should still talk about Port, just little bits here and there. One interesting story. We got a couple stories I think that would be smart to talk about. One of them, Anti.
Yep.
The homie, the guy I wish I was friends with. Anyway, who knows? But anyway,
Hey, man,
no.
who
But
knows? Who knows?
after this, no, I'm just playing. Anti, if you're watching this, what's up? But anyway, so this man shown up. One of the bigger stories for Port. One interesting tidbit to bring up is the fact that the last time Anti lost to a person in a not so fun way was at Genesis 5 against this dude just got hella like smile. Anyway, he lost to Magister's Charizard.
Yeah.
He tweeted about it too. He was saying about how he's like, I lost to some random Charizard or whatever, and he wasn't happy about it. I think that was in Losers. Was that in
It was
Losers?
a posters match, right? I thought.
No,
Wasn't
that
it?
was tournament, bro.
That was tournament?
That was tournament.
Oh my god, that's... See, okay.
He had the poster thing too, but like with other people, but not with Anti. Anti didn't go for the poster. Anti was playing in the
I
tournament.
thought Anti went for a poster. Dang. Beat him in
No,
bracket.
dude, he lost him in bracket. I don't know if that was Losers. Might have been Losers.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so Anti didn't.
Lost to some random Charizard.
Yeah, and so
Washington PR.
Magister's always he's underrated. He's been good, but like
oh yeah.
but
he's like a vendor first a lot of the time,
yeah. So
which is that's great for him. He's killing it.
yeah, PG Swore post. I don't know if you saw it. He tweeted like maybe a week or two later because I got some press too.
Yeah.
He went for a poster and got bodied by Magister.
Hey.
And then he tweeted a picture of himself like on his back or something, like on the floor. He's just like, how does this happen to me?
Yeah.
He was enjoying it, and so that'll be interesting. I don't know. I haven't looked at the bracket like well enough. I haven't looked at Anti's path or Magister's path. I don't know if those guys are fated to meet.
Gosh,
that'd be amazing if they were.
That'd be so cool.
Because I know Anti wants that run back. Let's be real.
I'd want it. I
like,
want that run back as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he wants to prove himself back, So I don't think they're near each other, frankly, but
Yeah, they're not in the same pool.
you got Ice in that pool though. I don't think Ice is gonna reach that.
Well,
But
they're
you
on
never
the
know, man.
opposite sides of the... They'd have to both lose to meet early.
Or Ice would have to win 3 in a row. But anyway, so which I wouldn't put past him honestly if he's on his game. But so there's that story, right? So we don't know what happens, man. That'd be awesome.
There's some other
or
ones in
if
there.
or if just even if Anti runs into a Charizard,
You think
like just like you know what I'm saying, like
any Charizard, it's his secret weakness, guys.
well, not necessarily like not saying like I just like it would still provide some storyline,
Yeah.
Definitely give the commentators something to talk about too if they did their little bit of their homework.
For
right?
sure.
So,
For sure.
So there's that story. Another story that I think we should bring up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you know what I'm gonna say?
Okay. There's a couple. Port 3's looking like there's a lot of beef.
This is great.
It's great.
It's the greatest.
It's super great. Okay,
I
which
don't know,
one?
I think you know. Dare to Dream.
Okay.
Is that
Yep,
how you say
yeah.
it? Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
that's one of them. That's
one of them.
That's
Okay.
one of them.
So I'll let you say the other one. But like with Dare, Dare's been an interesting personality in the Smash scene as of recently. Honestly, for a while, but especially as of recently.
Mm-hmm.
The man's Twitter game is unlike any other.
It's very unique.
It's so good and so bad and so inconsistent and sometimes non-existent. Quote me on that. Because literally that man's Twitter account's been deactivated many a time. And
most recently, like a month ago, right before.
yeah, he has another Twitter account.
I know.
Okay. I follow that.
He wasn't gone long.
Yeah. He also has like other accounts too and stuff. So, He's doing work, man. I mean, like, and he's not a bad player. He's never been a bad player. It's just he talks a lot, you know, and he has not gotten a lot of love from a lot of people from the scene. And I don't know the guy well, you know. Some of it may be just, some of it may be unjust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you build a reputation, right? So you don't know how far it goes in terms of like the flack that you get, if it was justified or not. But
yeah, he reminds me of Karma.
He reminds me a lot of Karma, but like, with more accessibility to the internet.
I wasn't on the outside.
But Karma's chill now.
I wasn't on the outside when Karma made his first impressions.
Oh, I was right there.
I wasn't on... Well, I mean, you were right there with them. I wasn't... Like, neither of us were on the outside looking in, though. Right? This is the first, like, player that's got that kind of, like, vibe that I've seen from the outside.
See, but Karma,
really going in.
Karma was never this, like, bombastic, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not the same. It just reminds me, you know?
Like, if Karma intensified when, like, back when he was very audible, right? Like, I mean, even still, like, he says stuff, but, like, it's not... He's chill, you know what I mean? Like, he's very chill.
Yeah.
But even back when he did that, like, if that version of him was amplified even more...
And had a Twitter account.
Then. He has one now and he's chill. But, like, then, bro, that's actually just Dare. Like, it's very similar. And there's times where Dare's chill, right? But anyway.
You get the same, like, trash talk. Like,
you get the same trash talk.
Like, really, really generalized towards, like, a very wide audience.
A wide audience. Yep. Sometimes just on people, too. They're either very specific or very general. But like the very specific trash talk, I'm cool with. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The really wide general trash
talk. It's just
talk
like,
is
come on, man. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? What's the end game be? Like,
well,
you know what I mean? Like, you're just trying to piss people off.
And honestly, like, whatever. I don't have anything, like, honestly, I don't have anything wrong with anything that Dare said on the internet.
Insane.
That I've seen.
I don't know the guy personally.
I don't have any problems with it. I just, like, I could never say that shit.
Oh, you just, like, unapologetically?
Yeah, like...
Some people are wired like that, man. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
it's
anyway.
Crazy to me.
He's not bad. He went to St. Louis. He was from Seattle. Went to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Was on their PR. He was number one for a couple seasons or something like that. And he was always around, like, top 4 at the very lowest. But then he came back to Seattle. More beef ensued. I don't think he's on their PR. I don't know if he's gone to enough to be on their PR.
He hasn't even been here for a whole season.
Yeah, so like, there's, But, so that's interesting. A lot of beef between Washington, St. Louis. Nationally speaking, people are just, like, kind of in our boat of, like, who is this guy? But there's something to admire, though, about his passion for passion for the game.
He's, like, infamous, honestly.
He is the epitome of that, of infamy, you know? So that's always fun to have at a big tournament like this. Like, in my opinion, I think it's great for it, as long as he doesn't, like, get really too mad or cause any sort of danger, which I don't think he would. He went to Port 2, and, like, he was there. Chill. He was there. Nothing crazy happened, man.
Didn't make out of pools, I don't think.
No, man, he lost to DK after talking smack about
DK.
He lost to Hasty or Hasty. Yeah, so that was funny.
I remember that. That was actually that wasn't like a big deal, but that was a deal.
It was funny to me just because of what led up to him losing to him. So I probably the emotional the nerves associated with that got to him or something, like,
for sure.
He should have beaten. But anyway, so a lot of good names. Your boy DeBuzz is going to be there. I personally think if I were to pick a winner of this tournament, it'd be DeBuzz. Like, that's the safe pick. But
that's definitely the safe pick. Yeah,
it's definitely the safe pick. He has wins on literally everyone who's
rough for Conga to, like, his region gets a fucking amazing Rosalina main to come in.
Yeah,
again.
Like, how? So this man lost
last time it was Fallen.
Port 1, he ran into Fallen eventually on, like, the top 3/Ingrands.
Yep.
Lost to him because that matchup is abysmal for DK.
It's
the guy
so
can literally not get back on stage from the ledge. And then he had on Port 2, there was no, like, significant Rosa, but there was Ned, who switched to Zero Suit, which is also a terrible matchup. Not as bad in my opinion.
Way, way closer than Rosalina.
Yeah, but it's still terrible. Like, the advantage state it's terrible in a different way, right? But it's not like oh man, I am getting whittled away and this hurts my soul as I'm getting, you know what I mean? But
For sure.
with Rosa, it's not with the Zero Suit. It's just like momentum based, and you're dead in moments, right?
And also like try and get back on the stage against Zero Suit as DK.
Yeah,
from far off, it's very, very difficult.
It's very difficult.
So obviously bad matchups. So
I think he's gonna play. I think Konga could make it all the way to Grants. Even with all of these players, I think he can beat Anta. I think he could beat 6WX. Who else is Mr.
He's proven
E?
that he can beat almost anybody.
Yeah,
right.
He's beaten.
Like, who is he not beaten?
He's beaten Tweak. Has he beaten Tweak? I think he's beaten Tweak.
He's beaten Leo for sure.
He's beaten Leo.
Right, that's like the big one.
That's huge. He almost beat Ally. He
Got
beat
real close.
Void.
Yes.
Yes, I think he did. That's just so. It's like the man can do it.
He can
But
absolutely do it.
I like player to player. I think Konga is among the best, right? Like he can go toe to toe. That's why he's on PGRI. Player to player in terms of his neutral skill. But then eventually the matchup catches up to him depending on the character. Like, and Rosa's one of them.
So my favorite to win the tournament, I think, also for me is the Buzz.
Yeah.
But I think, like in my heart, I want Konga to win. Right. That's my
that'd be dope to have him
my
win
personal
some PW rep.
Like if it's not like you were chasing or whatever, then I want Konga to win. As long as I'm
man,
not.
I'm not
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is this: as long as I'm not cheering against you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
That's what
cheering
you're saying.
for
Like
Konga,
default. Like,
you know?
yeah. You default.
That's
to
my
him.
priority list, right?
Yeah.
It's like the team, Oregon, Pacific Northwest, the world,
and then the world. Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fair. Also, Asian Kid saying Konga would have a really tough time with 6WX because he struggles against Sonic. That's interesting to note, too.
That's rough. See, DK has a lot of poor matchups, but
I feel like Sonic is a better chance, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, that thing is an annoying ball, but then eventually you can like, if you time the aggressive mix-up, like if he times it right and covers himself well enough, he can just get that quick momentum and kill him, right? Because Sonic has to come to him, right? If like Sonic had a projectile game, that would be like abysmal, obviously for DK.
Yeah.
But like it's a little bit better in my opinion than like Rosa, who plays that coverage game better than DK does.
yeah.
Just a lot better. Then once DK is off the ledge, what ledge options do you have, man?
Yeah.
The fastest way to buff DK would be to give him some sort of like, I don't know, frame advantage or something.
A quick option out of shield.
Or by the ledge. Like
Yeah.
that would be the easiest way to buff him. He's already good at. I think he's a good enough character right now.
His weaknesses are really like pronounced as well as his strengths. And so that's one of those characters that's like polar, right?
Yeah.
Where you can have like really good matchups or like just horrible matchups, right? But if you're able to leverage your strengths like equally against all characters, then that character is going to be overall good. And
Yeah.
DK has that. He can use his strengths against almost all characters.
Yep.
Right. The only examples of characters you can't really use your strengths against would be like Toon Link, I guess, because Toon Link.
Because of the ding dong situation. Yoshi also. But like he wins in other situations.
He wins in other situations, and those characters themselves aren't either that common, nor are they that like high tier otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, and their strengths don't necessarily even fight DK that well. So his bad matchups are pretty abysmal, but they're not like hopeless.
Yeah.
Right, and especially for Konga, he's shown that he's able to play those bad matchups.
He can.
So I have hope.
Yeah.
For Konga.
Asian Kid also said that Konga had lost to Yope and had lost the Cantrip too. So
I mean,
that's interesting.
Sonic's probably a rough matchup for that. I can see.
Yeah.
I can see Sonic being a real tough time.
Yeah.
But Konga's very good.
So there's Konga in terms of the PNW, like representing PNW.
There's also Big D.
There's Big D, but I want to talk a little bit more about Captain L. Also, in light of what happened, I don't know if you saw this at
I saw.
what was the name of the tournament in Mexico? It starts with an A.
I don't remember.
Aspire? No. It was something that starts with an A.
Ascend?
Was it Ascend? I don't think so.
No.
It's something like that.
Captain L killed it at this tournament in Mexico.
Amazing, dude.
He did really, really, really well. He nearly won.
He nearly won. He took a set. Okay, so he took a set off of Chag, off of Javi. He 3-0'd Mr. R in the not the salty run back, but in the run back after he got knocked out of winners by Mr. R.
Yep.
And then so he 3-0'd Mr. R, and then he took a set off of
Leo.
Off of Leo game
in
5
Grand Finals.
Yeah, Arcane. Thank you.
Arcane, thanks.
Yeah. And so it was Arcane, and that was I didn't even. Okay, so I found out about this On Twitter or on Facebook, either the BC Facebook or on Twitter.
Right.
I think Zach was tweeting something about it. I was like, wait, what? And then I looked at what was going on, and I saw the Yeet Smash video. I was at Max's actually with Chase, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
That was wild.
He
You
did
also
an
used
entire-
Puffer a little bit, too.
Yeah. Crazy.
What?
He's crazy, man.
Who are you, Landon?
Anyway, he's also like a.
He's on PGR now.
I would love it if he would win this one as well.
He literally just walked away with 2 top 10 wins.
I know. He just went to that tournament down to Mexico, bopped some heads, came back,
Ended up getting second.
and if anything, he's been doing well before that as well. He's been kind of on a tear recently.
This is his peak, though. I mean, this is his peak so far.
This is his peak so far. Exactly what I'm saying is he could just keep going here.
So I would watch out for him.
Absolutely.
That's another name. I think
he doesn't have that little note next to his Smash.gg name yet, but
not now. But he
pretty
pretty much has it.
As well.
Unofficially has it. Yeah. So I'd
people
say
are watching out for him.
People were even comparing him to saying he was a little bit better than Esam. Some people were like, "Did you see also Esam's tweet, dude?"
Esam was like, "If you beat Leo, I'll concede that you're the better Pikachu." And then
he took a set. He's like, "Okay, I guess I meant the whole thing.
We'll be even.
I guess
we could be tied for best Pikachu.
I guess, yeah." So
that's funny. Esam's such a good sport.
No, Esam's fine. And so that's something to really watch out for. So I think Konga and Captain L are the 2 players representing the PNW, right?
Absolutely. I think those are the 2
now
players.
Oregon needs the counterpart.
We've also got Big D.
We also have Big D too. He's quiet, but we got Big D too.
He's quiet.
We got our boy Dawson.
He doesn't travel as much.
He's a force to be reckoned with, man. He went to
Absolutely.
Genesis 4, and he back in Genesis 4 about a year ago he beat Tyrant, and then him and Firefly almost beat Void and the Cat. So yeah, so
damn close.
So Big D is another force to be reckoned with. You're very right,
for sure.
He's top 8'd. Did he top 8? I don't know. I think last port he got 9th or something. I don't think he got out into.
I don't remember. I don't remember the.
I don't recall him being in top 8. I think the first port he did though. But
yeah, I'll look it up.
But yeah, so that's something to really take into consideration. In light of all of these top talents from out of region, New York, tri-state area, even New England area, it's easy to forget sometimes. The top talent in our region also has a shot and also has proven themselves to do work on a national scale too. So that's something to really take into consideration. Yeah, he got 9th at Port 2. Ended up losing to Captain L. That's very interesting considering Captain L usually... Big D is usually the kryptonite to Captain L Superman.
Yeah, and that's partially due to the matchup.
Yeah, the matchup's annoying for Pikachu to say the least.
It's only partially due though. I don't think it's really that.
It's not just that.
It's absolutely not just that.
Yeah.
I'd say that it's a little bit more mental because
they play each other a lot and he's lost a lot.
Yeah.
So that's definitely you're right. You're right about that.
Big D's very, very quick to adapt. He doesn't play very flashy, but he just kind of gets what he needs.
Yep.
And playing that way against Captain L, I think works well.
Yeah.
At least for him, it certainly does.
It'll be interesting though to see if they run into each other at port.
Yeah,
because this is a new and improved Captain L. This is a
absolutely.
He leveled up, bro, for all the Dragon Ball references. People
did.
who know Dragon Ball. It was Super Saiyan, man. He leveled up for sure. So it's interesting because we're gonna see a totally different yellow Pokemon, man. We're gonna see him. In my opinion, he's got some of the best movement.
For a second, I thought you were trying to refer to the new legendary. I thought you were like Smash 5. There's gonna be no Pikachu. There's gonna be that new guy though.
Oh no!
It took me a second. It took me a second to
I was just talking about Pikachu.
No, I understand. I get it. I get it. I just
might be.
It took me. You threw me for a loop accidentally. Oh yeah, Mr. E's going. I forgot.
Mr. E. He'll be interesting to see. To be fair, if anyone's gonna be upset, I think it might be him. I don't know. He's good. I'm not gonna take that away from him, but I could see Konga beating him.
Double limited chasing. Remember that one time?
Yeah, that both went to game 3 though.
Yeah.
Both of those went to game 3, and apparently, according to Jason, like Mr. E was like in his seat, like out of his seat and stuff. Like it was last stock, last hit, and apparently he went Greninja though for him because he was losing as Mario because that's a tough matchup, right? And so
That is rough.
he went Greninja to get in more, and he was one confirmed to up smash, and he missed in terms of the timing. He was slightly too slow, and then it gave Mr. E enough time to just F smash him.
Right. And
it was like, but it was a confirm that should have worked, and it would have killed Mr. E.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Real close.
who knows, man? Mr. E is also capable of doing well. I label him as one of the top players in coming into this tournament that is a little bit more on the inconsistent side.
Yep.
So with that said, it's kind of hard to see what we're gonna get from him. He's no DeBuzz when it comes to consistency. Granted, very few people are like DeBuzz when it comes to consistency.
For sure.
The man just knows how to play the long game and how to remain calm, even though, you know, he may run into different kinds of characters. So, also another person that we haven't even mentioned, that I think could do a lot of work if he's like mentally on his game is Pokepen or Pokepen. I don't know how to say your name, my guy. But
how do you say Pokemon?
Is that what he's referencing?
That's the way I pronounce it. Is
Okay.
Pokepen.
So Pokepen, yeah. I've heard Dare say Pokepen, so I don't know, man. You know what? He could be tilting. I don't know. I don't even know. Anyway,
that's right.
Anyway, even regardless, my man, the number 1 player from Washington. Let's not forget, Conga is not the number 1. It's Pokepen.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see how he does.
Yep.
The man hasn't gone out of state like ever. I don't know.
Has he ever?
I don't know if he. I'm kind of saying it as a hyperbole, but that might actually be literally true.
No, he went to Oregon once. Remember?
Out of region, I mean. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, I was gonna say
he went to Oregon, and yeah, he went to Smash Nest.
that was right as he was coming up.
Yeah, he ended up getting 3rd. But that was a weird tournament, dude. Enology got like 5th. And so that'll be very interesting to see how he does.
For sure.
It'll be a very critical period for him as a player, in my opinion, because if he can top 8, man, like he would have had to upset a PGR player, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like I think that's at this point you have to.
How many PGR players are there? There's
enough.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of the top 8.
Only 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then there's also like Jakal. There's Stroder, the Greninja for my.
I mean, there's a lot of really good players that aren't in PGR.
PGR, but yeah. So, like he'll have to upset someone. You know what I'm saying? Like that's guaranteed.
I'd say so.
And so, I think he can do it. Will he do it? That's a different story. I don't know.
We'll find out. I guess
we'll see. So
you can tune in at Smash. Or
Smash,
Twitch.tv
Satellite
Smash.
Plug. So, yeah, I am very excited for that. I'm trying to think. Who else do you think maybe like a dark horse? You know, who else do you think?
Who like nobody's thinking about, but they might
can
just,
make
like,
some
kill it.
noise. Besides the people we know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, because we can always say like Silent Rain because he's number 1 in the state, like, and he's done work at Port before. He has struggled with lower tiers though at nationals. Lost to Sinji. He's lost to Tater Nader once at an MSM. So it's like that. Honestly, I think you can pin on the matchup. However, there's also John Numbers. Speaking of weird, uncommon mains that belong to top players.
Totally. Absolutely.
That, like, I bless the soul that runs into John Numbers. Like, I think Trident has to play him.
People to look out for. I just looked over the whole thing. I'm seeing like Pyres.
My boy Pyres.
I'm seeing Chasen. I'm seeing Zach. Obviously, we talked about. I think Locke could go pretty far.
Yep.
He has that he's got that clutch factor. He's done it before.
Yep. Shinko's good too.
Yeah, Shinko's pretty good. I feel like they underseeded Nier.
They don't know Nier. They gave him the 3rd seed.
They gave him his due. All right. Well, shouldn't have talked. I guess.
Yeah.
Mace might actually do really quite well. I don't
know.
He did well at Genesis.
He's been kind of in a lull, but
he's been in a lull. That's
he hasn't
for sure.
really played much, and
it's true, but he doesn't really require like
much sustenance to level up. Just throw a sensu bean in.
Well, I mean, he didn't. There was a long period where he didn't play, but then he played decently the next tournament he attended.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
He's going to this, and this is going to be like his last tournament. So I think he's gonna like he's gonna like put himself into this situation like head first. He's really gonna go in, I think.
Yep.
And hopefully he'll do well. I think he's gonna be able to like focus well and do it.
Yeah.
Mace has to play Dare. Hey, what if Dare goes?
That is an interesting story too.
What if Dare goes like all the way?
So I think Dare is projected to lose to Mace.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see this. He probably is actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mace is projected to lose to Juice. Juice is a good player.
Juice is real good. Who does Juice play?
I thought he played. I need to check back, but I thought he played Sheik, but I may be very wrong.
Yeah, that's rough.
I'm thinking of Kool-Aid actually. I'm trying to because Juice. I'm actually dead. But I've heard of that man's name before. He's very good, very good. So we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, this is definitely like. I feel like this tournament's going to be the best port yet, and they've both been kick-ass.
Yep, they've been very good. So they're just getting better and better, man.
Not only that, but we've finally figured out like both you and I have figured out like how to go to these tournaments efficiently at this point. Like we've got our hotel, we know all the restaurants around the area.
Oh yeah, we know the area well enough, man. It only took us a few tournaments.
It only took us a few tournaments. Like this is our. We've had it figured out for 3 tournaments now.
Yeah,
like including this one, we had it figured out for Port 2, Emerald City, and then Port 3 now. Yeah. Before that, we were like, where do we stay? What do we do?
How help us all.
Port 1 we stayed all the way. Oh my god, Port 1 was actually a disaster in terms of planning. For us.
Where did we
Not for the tournament.
No, the tournament was awesome, but where did we end up?
We stayed.
We left.
We
didn't even.
So here's our Port 1 story. So we stayed at a friend's house, right?
Cadillacs.
We stayed with Cadillac's parents.
Shout out to Cadillacs. Yeah. At his place. That was a nice place.
Yeah, it was a nice place, but it was like 2 hours away from the venue.
It was super far away.
So we stayed 2 hours away from the venue. And we went to Orbitar the night before, so we drove up to Seattle. It's like a 3-hour drive, and then we drove like another hour and a half.
We got there like at 1, or something like that.
And drove another hour and a half back to Cadillac's place, and then in the morning we drive an hour and a half back to Seattle, to North Seattle, to go to Port 3.
Based on the geography, you have to go around and touch Tacoma.
Because you got to go around the port.
Yeah.
You have to go around the Puget Sound.
Yeah. And you have to, so you're like, you can see Tacoma, and then you go all the way back.
Yeah. And then we drove home after that. We drove like straight home after the tournament instead of staying another night.
And we dropped off Jack Hayes
in like the middle of fucking Washington.
It was like 2 by the time we dropped him off.
And then we got home and it was like 5.
Yeah.
So that was the worst.
I couldn't think.
We've learned.
I couldn't think
from that. No more driving.
We watched SpongeBob, or we listened to SpongeBob episodes
to stay awake.
We could have died, but anyway,
we totally could have died.
Anyway,
that's not an exaggeration.
Nope. But anyway, Port 2 was a lot better. We stayed in a nicer hotel. We stayed in a nice hotel. 2 nights in a row, with an emphasis on 2. We
got free breakfast.
Complimentary breakfast. I didn't get the cream cheese, but anyway, we're just kind of talking about random stuff. But anyway, and then that was a lot better. In Port 3, we're doing something similar.
Yep.
So we're gonna be good.
We're staying in the same place.
Is it the same place?
Yeah.
Whoo!
You're gonna get the cream cheese this time.
Get the cream cheese this time. Both at when I wake up and at Port.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that extra.
Dang, you right.
Fair footstool.
You right. Well. Yeah. And then other than that, I think we're going to be looking forward to. There's a bunch of merchandise
that they're selling. I'll buy some stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. I got that Oregon T-shirt.
Oh, I didn't get it.
I got the Oregon T-shirt.
Are they still selling those things?
Support,
it's too late, right?
Vinny, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's too late.
It might be.
I thought about it.
They might have like spares that are going to be selling.
They have some. Yeah. I'm gonna look to buy stuff anyway.
I mean, I bought it on the compendium to support getting players
Vinny.
there.
You want a Vinny?
I want a Vinny.
You like Vinny?
Yeah, I like Vinny.
Let's go. You like his chic? Or just like him as
I like his chic.
His chic's
I think
good.
he's also like chill, but like
He's chill.
I don't know. I like his chic.
He said some interesting stuff on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
That caused like almost came off as entitled, but not in relation to this at all, but just in general as a person. Anyway,
I'm not really like I don't really.
It's whatever. Like
Like,
I'm not
to
gonna.
me- to
I'm
me
not
that
about
doesn't-
to like label the man.
To me,
off
that
of-
stuff doesn't bother me that much. Like what
No.
people say on Twitter doesn't bother me that
It
much.
doesn't.
In terms of like getting people
Yeah.
to come to tournaments.
Like I would. Okay, if I meet the guy and he's like exactly based off of his based off of those few tweets that I saw. A lot of times he's very chill. Then I'd be like, I'm good. Like it's been a pleasure to meet you, man.
Yeah.
But most likely he's chill. So, anyway, we're kind of just rambling on. Is there anything else we should talk about?
Oh yeah. So Port's got a stream layout. A stream like.
Oh yeah, they got
setup.
like a stream modded setup. Yeah, that's dope.
Gosh, those look so cool.
Yeah.
I really like the modded setups for streams specifically. That don't change the characters or
you don't
the
wanna-
stages at all.
Yep.
Like don't change like the costumes or anything either.
They just have
Just
like,
the menus. Because
and the
here's-
character select screen.
Here's the thing about the menus for Smash 4. They are horrible. They're garbage. They're just utterly the worst.
Boom, roasted.
I don't know. Have you ever tried to go to a menu option and you went to the wrong one?
That was the Office. It was an Office reference.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
See, I haven't seen a lot of The Office.
If y'all don't know me, The Office is my favorite show, hands down.
If you talk to this guy about
Might
The
be
Office,
the whitest thing about me, but you know what? I'm gonna embrace that. Like, it's the best. I love dry humor. So
if you talk to this guy about The Office, like
you're
you
my
guys,
friend. All
you guys
of a
are
sudden.
friends.
Like I don't even know you. You're my friend.
Yeah.
So
He's like a dog, man.
you get so many.
You come up to him and you give him pets.
He's like pets
Friend?
are Office
Friend?
references, or just directly talking about The Office. You get so many M2 points immediately.
So
That's like the
fast.
fastest way to get M2 points.
Super fast.
It's like that was like a game show or whatever where you could get. It's like Minesweeper where you hit the 3 or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I'm trying,
When you hit the 3,
the 3, not like basketball, but I'm saying like when you know what I'm talking about in Minesweeper.
you know in Sports Foot when you
No, shut up,
do
man.
the
Like I'm actually
touchdown-
talking about like in Minesweeper the. You know what I'm talking about when you're like 3. When there are 3 mines around you or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess that's not a good thing to have.
That's a
but
really bad thing. That's why I was like trying
But
to
it's
figure it
like-
out. That's like, oh shit,
big numbers.
big numbers.
I don't know, man.
Oh dear.
I don't know. There was a.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
like when you hit a daily double in Jeopardy. I was just trying to come up with a freaking game reference,
all right.
or where you hit that like
Mm.
times 2 multiplier in
Is it
Wheel
like
of
that?
Fortune. Yes, yes. Or you get $300,000 and a car on Wheel of Fortune at the end.
Everybody gets a car.
No, that's not true. You can get a car 2 ways in Wheel of Fortune. You can get a car either by like mid game when you have all 3 of those players around. If you like land on one and then you solve the puzzle, then you keep that car piece. Or at the very end of Wheel of Fortune, like when you're the last one and it's like the final round, and you solve the puzzle, and then whatever you had picked beforehand, like because you spin another thing, then you could get a car and money. I feel like that's the best deal because it's like who cares for an extra 30,000 if you already made 50,000? But I think 50,000 and a car is better. Them 2 facts.
50,000 and then 30,000. I'd rather have the 30,000 because I don't want. Because it depends on the car that I get. You know.
That's true. That's true. I guess.
Like if they give me like 50,000 and 30,000.
I guess
I'd actually rather
use the
take
30,000 for a car if you need it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't need like a.
Right,
I don't need. I don't need a like a car that's more than $30,000.
But can you tax a car?
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn it. Well, I tried. Okay.
Andrew did his best, guys.
Loop through the system.
Did you know that people actually got kind of screwed over when when Oprah did that thing where she gave away like a bunch of cars?
Yes.
Some people
Okay,
got
no.
screwed over because people got taxed for the cars. Yeah,
So you just couldn't afford it?
yeah. They had to like sell the cars because they couldn't afford the tax on the car.
At least they got some money.
I know, but it's like you got to think about like
Yeah, if they needed a car too, it's just like, oh, rip.
Because they were nice cars too.
You would think Oprah would just take care of that.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
This has been an amazing Smash stream. Got a lot of.
We're just excited for Port.
Talking about.
There's
Oprah,
not a lot to talk about other than y'all should watch Port.
Watch it. Twitch.tv/Satellite Smash or Twitch.tv/GlittersGoldGaming.
Twitch.tv/Satellite Smash.
Did I not say it well enough?
No, you just got to repeat it for the people that didn't hear the first time.
That's right.
It's the radio. That's how you do it on the radio.
Twitch.tv/Satellite Smash.
Going on 13 years.
Too many inside jokes, dude. I don't know what we're talking about.
All right, guys.
Anyway.
This has been a very short No Items podcast.
It's been like an hour.
It's been 51 minutes.
Yeah.
This is Artie.
This is M2.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Woo.
We did it.